for some ERT. With your hosts, Biff and Surveillance, I'm the Maestro, Chris. Enjoy your ride. Warning, this episode may include explicit language. Listen at your own risk.
Welcome to another edition of the ERT podcast. Coming at you like a black bear chasing a cheese ball in a van. It's your boy Biff. And as always, I am joined by the koi to my Vance, the hall to my Nash, the salt water to my Taffy. It is the one and only evil detective Surveillance.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if I can live up to that introduction. I am pretty salty. So I'll take it.
Most Broncos fans are.
Absolutely. I bet he'd be salty after the way he said you did at Space last week. That was some shit right there, bro.
Slices out, Chris.
And to get down into it, it is the man that keeps us all together, the glue that holds us together, the flow that keeps the show flowing. He is the spoiler, the producer of all this shit. Coaster Conquest Chris, Triple C, intimate lover motherfucker.
We got to go give Biff his birthday cake.
That's not Florida.
Give who that birthday cake?
How are you gentlemen doing this fine evening?
That's not Florida.
Pretty good, man. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. What about you, man?
Doing good. I just got home from Kings Island. As you can see, I'm still using it's kind of bright. Still using my still have my drink from the park.
How'd you get such a big cup? Oh, they knew you was with the ERT podcast. See, Kings Island gives a fuck about us, unlike some parks. Speaking of which, the Dare to Care challenge. Hey, let's put that up right there. We got 1 week to go, y'all. September the 6th is the day we're going to Kentucky Kingdom to ride the Wind Chaser for however many dollars you donate. And we had an interview this week. Earlier, we're going to travel back in time right now and give you guys a little bit of footage. Chris, you got that time machine warmed up?
Yep, we're going to go back right now, so hang on.
Whoa! So there we go. We traveled back in the past there. And we are here with Andrea from Dare to Care.
Hello.
She's here today backing us up for the Wind Chaser Challenge. Andrea, I understand this is your first podcast ever?
It sure is. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being on. We lost Surveillance when we traveled back in time. He was in the truck and having technical difficulties. Can't really transport a big semi-truck back in time the way you can, me and the Maestro over here. So we traveled back in time to be with you here. And not only is this your first podcast, but you are officially the ERT podcast first ever guest. How about that?
I am honored. Thanks for having me.
That's awesome. Thank you for being on. Thank you for taking your time. So if you would, not a lot of people that listen to our podcast aren't from Louisville or in the Louisville area. Most are, some aren't. But if you would, just please explain what Dare to Care is, how you guys got started, and what you guys do, please.
Yeah. And, no matter where your listeners live, they probably have an organization just like Dare to Care in their community. So we are the food bank that serves Kentuckiana. That's the Louisville area and part of southern Indiana. We have been around since 1969 when a little boy who was 9 years old, weighed 30 pounds. He passed away from malnutrition on Thanksgiving Eve. And the community came together and said that we have failed. This should never happen. And how do we make sure it never happens again? And so the community coming together is why, and it continues to do that in the same way. That's how Dare to Care came to be. So we provide food to people who are facing food insecurity. And food insecurity basically means that they don't know for sure where their next meal will come from. And so that's why we exist. And the main thing we do about 27 million pounds of food a year that is distributed to this community.
Wow. That's a great number.
Yeah, it is.
And you
Yeah.
say it's been around since 1969?
Yes. Yep. So we have always just existed because the community continues to come together. And you know what it is? It's people like you all and your listeners who are contributing to support Dare to Care. That's like the core of how we continue to serve the community is people helping each other. And every single dollar that's raised helps provide 2 meals. So to me, it's like, yeah, that's 2 meals, but that's also like a mom who doesn't have to worry for 2 nights about what her kids are going to eat. Like that's a big deal.
Absolutely, that's great. So every dollar raised is equivalent to 2 meals for you guys, right?
Absolutely, yes.
That's awesome. Well, we have 430 meals because we've raised $215 so far from our listeners. And we still got a week to go. So, like I said, I know that probably doesn't sound like much, but with our small crew, man, I mean, we $215. I'm very impressed with that.
Same here.
Oh, absolutely. Do not say it doesn't sound like much. That sounds like a lot to me. That's a lot of meals for people. So thank you for making that possible.
Thank you to our listeners.
I'm sorry for all the times you're going to have to ride that roller coaster.
Oh wow! I think we're gonna have to go. I think we're gonna have to go Saturday and Sunday. I've already made the claim on last week's show that that's when we was at 185. We got some more donations on this week's show, so now we're up to 215. But I gave them my word. I said if I don't get it done on Saturday, I'll be back on Sunday to make sure it gets done.
Do we need to get a doctor involved to make sure this is a healthy thing to do?
I'm hoping not. I think I can make it. I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident I can do it. I might not get it all done in one day, and I'm going to have people there to run me drinks and run me food in between sessions. So, but it's going to be one right after the other.
Yeah.
I'll
be
so
there
what
on
are
Saturday.
What are some of the things that they're Dare to Care, like some of the things that they put on or they provide for the community?
Yeah, I mean, quite simply, it's food. So we work with, if you think of any nonprofit in the community that provides food to neighbors, they're getting most, if not all, of the food for free from us. So a lot of people hear Dare to Care and they picture a food pantry, but we're more like a giant bank of food. So picture like a giant Costco full of food. And so that's the main way we operate. We've got all this food that we put out to all the pantries and different places that help our neighbors. So yeah, we're in the business of food.
So like churches and stuff like that?
Yeah, like anything from like St. Vincent de Paul, Wayside Christian, Family Scholar House, Ronald McDonald House, to small church pantries or like a little soup kitchen. Those are all of our partners. So it's pretty cool. I think it's amazing to just go to our warehouse and see all these different partners come pick up food, because a lot of them are volunteers. They don't even get paid to do this. They just do it because they see the need and they want to fill the need. And that to me is just incredible.
That's the whole reason that we decided to do what we did. You know what I'm saying? It's a different take, and it puts eyes on Dare to Care. Like I said, $215 just from our little listening group. That's amazing. Our fans have donated for the cause, and of course they want to see us ride. But for me, it's all about how much money can we get Dare to Care? How many families can we help? How many meals can we help them with?
Yes, thank you. I always think about the people that we serve and like people of all ages, right? But when somebody comes to a food pantry, they might be having like the worst day of their lives. That's how they ended up there. And so to provide food is not just to provide something to put in their bellies, but it provides safety and nourishment and kind of, not to sound cheesy, but love. So your community is serving that up. And I love that it's coming from a community of coaster fans. So how cool is that?
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Right. We appreciate you partnering with us. We really, really do. Tell us a little bit about what you do there at Dare to Care.
Well, I am a fundraiser. So I have a really fun job of working with companies and organizations and groups and podcasters who want to support Dare to Care. And so it's really fun to see when people who have a passion for their community come together with the cause and what can happen. And so unique things like this, where somebody pledges to ride a roller coaster as many times as they donate, this is a first for me. This has never
that's
happened
awesome.
in the history of Dare to Care. This is new for us. So way to
What do you
get
think?
creative.
What do you think of that, Chris? First time ever anybody's done anything like that.
I think that's awesome, and I feel like hopefully we can make this a yearly thing.
It'd be
Oh,
amazing.
absolutely. I feel like if we had more time, we would have raised way more money. That's why I went with the $1 per ride, not the dollar ride per $10. I think we got more action with the dollar per ride, and I'm going to hold myself to my word. Now, if we do this next year, it might be $10 a ride. Up every time we get, you can donate as much as you want, but for every $10, it'll be a ride.
Yeah.
We might do a different coaster, and we've told people, if you want us to ride a different coaster, I mean, just give us the money and tell us. We'll walk over to another coaster and get a couple laps on that one too. It doesn't necessarily have to be Wind Chaser. Although Thunder Run would be very rough. Ugh.
I don't know.
It sounds like it.
How long have you been with Dare to Care?
I have been there almost 4 years, but it has been a dream of mine for a long time to work for Dare to Care. It's just such a well-known organization. If you live in Louisville, you've heard of Dare to Care or done a food drive or something like that. So it's neat to be part of it from the inside. I'm loving it.
It's a great organization, and I'm not ashamed to say that in my past, when my kids were young and me and my wife were young, there was many times that we had to make the decision: are we going to pay this bill, or are we going to buy food? And we would go to the food bank, and you guys would help us out, and we would make it through the week. And then the few weeks that we had to use it, we did. And so it's another reason in my heart that I'm ready to give back and do what we need to do to help make sure Dare to Care is around this year and for every year in the future.
That's it, Beth. That's why we're here. I love to hear stories like that. I mean, nobody should have to choose between keeping the lights on and dinner. Nobody should have to choose between medicine or medical bills and food. And so that's what we find. Most people that we're there for are having a really rough week or month. And there are things where normally they can make it, but there is a car broke down and they need some support this month. And like, that's it. So thank you for going, for sharing that and being part of helping Dare to Care now.
How many locations do you have around Louisville where people can get help?
Okay, great question. In Kentuckiana, we have 450 food access points.
Wow.
So essentially, either they're partners of ours or they're programs of ours. There are 450 places where you can get food. So if anybody is listening, and even if you're not local, you can probably do this with the food bank in your community. For us, you just go to our website, daretocare.org. You can click on Need Food, and you can type in your address and see all the different food access places near you. And that's the thing, like, absolutely, wherever anyone is listening, there is food insecurity in your zip code. I don't care if you live in one of the richest, wealthiest zip codes in the community. Every zip code has food insecurity. It doesn't look like what you'd think it would, right? So it's important to have access to food no matter where you live. And so we try to be all over.
Awesome. And you don't need anything. You just go to where there's the closest one to you and just go in and say, I need help. Is that how it works?
Absolutely. Yeah. We don't have any requirements. They just come on in, as long as, on the website, you can see when they're open and what days, but no, you just show up and people smile and say, how can we help you?
Now, do you also take donations of like food items themselves as well?
Yes, we sure do. Yeah. So some people like to do food drives for us. If somebody were to call and say, like, I'm moving and I've got all this food in my kitchen, we'd hook them up with one of our 400 and plus partners and they could drop it off there. But yeah, most of the food that we distribute is donated. Most of it's donated by like larger companies, but a nice chunk is donated by the community doing food drives.
That's awesome.
Good question. I believe we had a viewer question, one or two viewer questions. I know at least one, right, Chris?
Yeah, there's one on here from Biff's lovely wife, B. She's just asking, how does the money that is donated help families in need?
Yeah. So when people ask what our greatest need is, we say money for food. So, the money that's donated, just picture that going to purchase some food that will then be at our warehouse on Fern Valley Road in Louisville. And these nonprofits that we partner with can go online, order up that food, and then they come pick it up. And then it goes to a pantry where a grandparent, a mom, a dad, anybody can just shop around, so to speak, because it's all free, and choose that food. So it's like part of this whole ripple effect and part of this whole story. But ultimately, it becomes food and meals for people.
That's awesome.
That's what I like.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's not just like rice or canned goods. I mean, there's fruits, vegetables, bread, potatoes, onions, all kinds of stuff you guys give out. And I think that's great too.
Absolutely. Food banking used to be like all non-perishable foods, and we're definitely moving away from that, where there's a lot more produce, a lot of meat, dairy, mixing it up, because that's important. And that's the stuff that's really expensive. So that's kind of stuff you want to get for free when you're
Yeah, that's awesome. Like 10 pounds of potatoes, onions. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there, people. I mean, I remember, like you said, back in the day, it was like maybe some canned beef and a bunch of peas and maybe a thing of pasta. But now you get like I said, potatoes, onions. I've seen people coming out of there with fresh fruit. I mean, it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, we did a mobile pantry today, and we had avocados, cherries, tomatoes, lettuce, onions, I think potatoes, and then we had a donation of cake, like box cake, like a big sheet cakes. And I know that sounds so random, but one of my teammates said one of the people that came through and got a cake cried, because when you are really financially strapped, the first thing to go is dessert, right? Like you're just trying to fill the plates. And so it's such a treat when we get things like that too.
Awesome. That's awesome. And can you explain more about the mobile food pantry? That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. So that is when Dare to Care takes a big truckload of food out into the community. We have over 70 different locations each month that we do this at. For the most part, we'll just kind of set up stations and people drive through and we fill up their cars. So today they just drive through, and at one at a time, a volunteer will put some food in their car based on how many households they're picking up for. So it's pretty neat.
That's amazing, really. And like I said, no requirements. Just show up and ask for help, and you guys will help. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I got to ask, Andrea, are you a fan of roller coasters?
Oh my gosh. I have a very strong relationship with growing up with the Beast. And so I loved roller coasters. I feel like I can't ride anything now because it just makes me dizzy. Like I feel like I've aged out of it. I can't do it. I admire you all for doing it. But I have great memories of Cedar Point and Kings Island.
Awesome. Are you from that area?
I'm from Lexington.
Okay. Go Cats.
Yep.
Well, that is awesome. I feel like Surveillance might be calling us because he's out of the truck now. So I don't want to take up any more of your evening time here, Andrea, but I do want to thank you for coming on and
one more question. One more question. One more question. How many, I know what you said that it makes you dizzy, but how many laps are you going to take with us? You got to take at least one for the show.
I'll do one.
Oh, okay, you heard it here, folks. She's going to do one lap with us. One lap.
I'll do one if somebody donates. No, just kidding.
Tell them, Andrea.
Yeah, say it again, because I promise you they will. They might even leave a message. They might even leave a message and double it if you do 2 laps. They're known to do that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you get to $300, I will take 2 laps.
Okay, there we go. There we go. You heard it, guys. We got a week left. You can do it. You can do it.
Thank you guys so much. And thanks, listeners. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for coming on and explaining everything about Dare to Care to us. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you getting behind us and showing that this is legit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been like, oh, they're just bluffing, or they don't really have the sponsorship. They're not doing that. And you being on here solidifies that, and we appreciate it. It helps us get our name a little bit and your name a little bit. And I really dig this partnership. I hope we have a partnership for a long, long time.
Same. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Christmas time is coming up. Christmas time's coming up, so we got to think of something to do for Christmas time.
There's going to be a QR code down here to donate. So donate, click scan the QR code if you'd like to get Andrea to ride 2 rides. All right, everybody, we're going to go back into the future.
Hold on, because this sucks. It kind of hurts. Whoa. Man, we traveled back in time. My beard grew. We came back and fell off. I mean, what the hell happened? Oh, Surveillance was stuck in purgatory there like the doctor on Quantum Leap. We couldn't transfer the truck, but hey, that's a pretty good interview there from Miss Andrea, man. We learned some things, and she's going to ride one time with us when we go to Kentucky Kingdom next Saturday on the 6th. Hopefully, if we get up to $300 between then and now, she said she'll ride twice. We'll see if you guys can get us up to $300. As you heard on there, we're up to $215. Thank you guys very much. And like I said on the interview, what we don't get done next Saturday, I will come back the next day on Sunday and finish up for all of us.
Yep. And by the time that you are listening to this, we'll have just 2 days to go for donations.
2 days.
So
wow. It always seems so weird. We record and then it comes out and it's like, God, everything, so much has happened just in a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wish I could get them out sooner. I just I got to work and all that good old shit.
Bro, do what you do. Do what you do. Goddamn, sometimes Coast to Heat podcast wouldn't come out for 2 weeks after it was in the can. That's because it was in the can.
So by the time this drops, the Cleveland Browns will already be out of playoff contention?
Nope, because we play the Bengals on Sunday. And if it's one thing that we're good at, it's fucking shutting down Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's right.
You know who is eliminated from the playoffs, though?
Hopefully the fucking Steelers.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they traded Micah Parsons.
They weren't going to win with Micah Parsons either. So
yeah, I know.
We can get that clear.
How about Ohio State, boys?
Man, got to give it to them.
I mean, I could give a shit less, but they sure. I know you were happy, and I watched the game with Mr. Rodden, who's a aficionado when it comes to sports, the recreation of sports betting. He took Ohio State. Somehow he got 7.5 points with Texas. I don't know, but he had 7.5 points with Texas, but he still ended up winning. But I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say this out loud. I guess we figured out why Arch Manning's daddy was the one Manning that didn't make the fucking league. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's week 1. I'm not going to put
a guy once told me in wrestling, just because you got the same last name as a wrestler that was good doesn't mean that you're going to be a good wrestler. I mean, Vic Steamboat was no Ricky Steamboat. Todd Morton was no Ricky Morton, and it's obvious that Arch Manning is not even Eli.
Brian Christopher was no Jerry Lawler.
Well, he didn't call himself Brian Lawler neither, and he was pretty good in his own right.
Oh, he got over with too cool, too sexy, whatever they were wanting to call themselves that week.
Yeah. I gotta ask this. I just saw a video of The Rock, and it looks like he is like shedding all of his muscles.
Yeah, he's doing it to play an MMA role.
Well, he's already played the MMA role. The movie comes out next week.
Yeah, but that's why he shed the weight.
Wow.
So,
He looks
actors do weird things for roles.
Yeah.
He's already made that movie. He's losing weight because he's taking that fucking same shit that everybody else is taking in Hollywood that don't need it.
Oh, Ozempic.
That's it.
I gotcha. Maybe he just doesn't want the muscles anymore.
What I read is he dropped 60 pounds for that role. I didn't read about when the movie comes out, but some MMA dude.
No, he put on a bunch of weight to play Mark Kerr. That's why he looked so big the last time he came out on wrestling.
Mm.
But he's playing Mark Kerr in that movie. It just debuted at the Italian Film Festival this weekend. They say it's getting pretty good reviews, but I never understood. I don't know the story of Mark Kerr. I don't know why he was such a big deal. Like UFC fighters for me, they were a big deal back in the day. As guys like Gracie or Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture, those guys like that. I don't know too much about Mark Kerr, Don Coleman, or
Shamrock and Severin.
Yeah. I didn't know too much about Mark Kerr, so I don't know why he's such a big deal. But
I do know his brother, Steve Kerr, coaches the Golden State Warriors. He's
not the same guy.
Oh, not Ken.
At least you don't have to edit a lot on that interview. That was a good interview, man. I'm glad she came on, man. And I really enjoyed the part where she said that for each dollar you guys have donated, it's going to be able to give a family 2 meals. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
So double the 215.
That'd be 430 for you mathematicians out there. It's for a good cause, man, and I'm really glad that we've done it, and we're going to do it, and might not be getting the cooperation and the coverage that I thought we were going to get, but that's okay.
Wouldn't that be 430 for us mathematicians?
Yeah, something like that. Okay. That's what I said.
That's what he said. Yeah, so I'm super excited. I will be there on the 6th.
Me too.
So it's going to be fun. So I'm guessing we have not heard anything back from Kentucky Kingdom.
I don't know what the deal is, but there is a ranting coming. I don't want to say anything big or bad before we actually get there next Saturday, but yeah, it's going to be bad for them. I'm sure if our name was Coastal Studios, they'd be all over it. Or
Airtime.
But since it's not, but who cares? Because it's a fucking garbage fucking park anyways. It always will be. It always has been, and it always will be. I just figured we do something local for Dare to Care because it's a good cause, and they've helped people in my family before, and they've helped my friends before, and they've helped people that I know personally before, and I know a lot of churches that do food drives because of Dare to Care, and I know Dare to Care helps people, and I know it's a good cause, and we're raising money for a good cause. We're raising money to feed people, and the kosher.
If you had a relationship with the park down the street, that would probably give a fuck.
Right. I mean, the koshers was just a bonus because that's what we talk about on here.
Right. No.
But I will say this: Kentucky Kingdom has acted like they don't care, which blows my mind and it blows Andrew's mind that they haven't got behind it. They're acting like they don't care or they don't have time for it, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. There's a reason that I drive 2 and 3 hours to go to parks when I could literally drive 10 minutes from my house. There's a reason.
Yeah. Well, we will try to get as many rides as we can. I'm gonna chaser.
It's definitely gonna be an all-day affair for me. I'm just gonna have somebody there to run food and drinks to me while I continuously get out of line and back into line because it doesn't look like they're gonna cooperate and save us a seat, which is okay too. Because I'm sure there won't be anybody there. Because who in the fuck really wants to go to that park?
Right.
Well, I mean, I was at Kings Island today. We could have tried to do it there.
That's awesome. I wish I could have been at Kings Island today. I really do. But we were down in Gatlinburg. We spent the weekend down in Pigeon Forge up on the mountain, which was amazing. American Patriot Rentals, I think is the name of the company. Very, very nice. The name of our cabin was called A Stunning View. Like that was the name of our cabin. A Stunning View. And it did have a stunning view. And we were visited by a family of black bears and kind of hung out with us all weekend long. The first night, Dewey left his windows down in his van.
Mm-hmm. Smooth move, X-Lax.
Yeah, and the babies got in the van and tore the shit out of his van.
Yikes.
Then the next day, which was Saturday, no, maybe it was Sunday. Saturday, we didn't see any. Sunday, we saw two big black bears. They were kind of right in our backyard, just kind of hanging out. And we was kind of, hey, look at the bears and the bears. Then they scared the shit out of us. They came running up the side of the embankment, and we realized they could jump from where the embankment was to where the hot tub was on our deck. And they did, which forced us all back into the house. This bear was probably as big as a Nissan. Like, it was fucking huge, man.
Right.
And then today, while we were getting ready to leave and check out about 9:30, 10 o'clock, that's when the mama and the two babies came back. And they came up on the porch, and they were hanging out by our cars. And we were like, God, we're never going to get out of here because I'm not going out there and fucking with them bears and their mama. But it was pretty cool. We didn't make it to Dollywood because when we got up, we were getting ready to go. We were checking like the crowd meters and stuff and getting some live reports from people that were there. And we did not feel like fighting the crowds, assholes and elbows at Dollywood. So I've been a few times already this year. So we just decided to stay up on the mountain and enjoy the view and enjoy each other's company and play Cards of Humanity and watch television and all that good stuff. So that's what we did this weekend. Tell us about Kings Island, Chris.
Yeah, so went there, me and my wife, trying to get her last ride on Boo Blasters, but the line was outrageous, so we didn't do that. It was probably
How
about
far
an
was
hour
the line
wait.
back? I heard the line was back all the way to International Street.
It could have been, but I didn't see that. When I saw it, it was wrapped around almost to about the entrance of Great Pumpkin Coaster.
Damn.
That's what I heard. It was right across from Tom and Chi.
Yeah.
That's still a long fucking line.
Yeah.
Plus, once you get inside too, and I'm sure
you
they
got
had
the
every
switchback.
switchback on the inside of them.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good day. We got on Blue Racer because it was the only side running.
Right.
The only side worth riding.
Because Red sucks.
And made sure it was a non-wheel seat.
Oh, you got to.
Oh, yeah.
We did Orion after that. Third row, pretty good. It's all right. Every row is good on that coaster, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeet.
It's still a front row, back row coaster, if you ask me.
Yeah, I say so, but if you don't want to wait longer for those two,
but
it's
none
fine.
of them are bad, like you said. Yeah. I've never had a bad ride on it. Like,
right.
That sucked.
After that, we went and we had Brew House for lunch. I had to get me some Clucks and Barrels. What else we do? Beast. I rode that twice.
How was it today?
It still has that pothole before the second tunnel for the Helix. It's bad. I guess the park knows about it, but they actually can't do anything until it's closed for the season.
Right.
So I expect that to be fixed, as well as something else. I'm sure Gravity Group is probably going to come back in and do more work on it.
Well, that's what I heard.
So
I heard they're going to RMC it.
Shut up, stupid.
That's what I heard. I read it
Let's
on Reddit.
see.
I mean, come on.
I got a ride
Gotta
on
be
bat.
cool. How was
The wait
bat
time,
line?
the park was busy as all get out, but the wait times weren't bad, which is weird.
A lot of kids.
A lot of kids. Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of
Everybody was
kids
there to ride Boo Blasters for the last time ever.
All the Thuzies were Boo Blasters.
Yeah. It's
Bunch
all
of
Don
fucking
there.
losers.
So said hello to Don real quick while he was there.
Oh.
He was.
Motherfucker.
Calm down, Paul.
Oh, hey, get this. I'm gonna go ahead and tease this right now. Don will be on our October 2nd episode.
Oh,
Woo!
So be ready for those questions that'll
yeah,
drop.
he might be in a bad mood after the Broncos put the beat down on him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
So we record that Saturday before October 2nd. So I don't know if the game would have happened already.
yeah, I think it's the last week of September. The Bengals come into Denver.
We record October 2nd for that episode?
Nope, that's when it'll drop.
Oh, okay.
So the
it'll-
27th is when we'll record that.
Oh, so it's going to be before the game.
Yeah, it'll be right before.
Or, yeah, it'll be the night before the game.
Mm-hmm. So I just need you to be prepared, Surveillance.
Oh, I'm prepared. His Bengals need to be prepared.
Easy.
It's tough to breathe mile high.
It's tough to breathe when Don's around. Oh, man. We love you, Don.
That's you looking through the Intamin catalog.
That's true.
No, going back to what Biff said about the Bears, I think our listeners would appreciate some Bear survival tips. Black, attack. Brown, lay down. White, good night. Thank you for listening.
And
Might
this
save your life.
is TNN.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's
Here's
absolutely
my
true.
survival tip for the bear. If you see the bear coming, lock the door.
Roll up.
We were
your
all there
windows.
was two decks. There was an upstairs deck and a downstairs deck, right? And we were watching these two bears, and we watched the bigger of the two come up by where, because it was like a hillside. It was like an incline. You went down into the backyard. And there was two decks, and the hot tub's on the lower deck. And Dewey was down on the lower deck watching them, and we were up on the higher deck, and we saw them both of them come running up the hill, and one of them jumped from the side of the hill to where the hot tub was. We all ran in the house, and then we hear Dewey's downstairs on the lower deck with the bears, and the door is locked.
So was
My
it Jim McMahon and Walter Payton?
No, like two big motherfucking black bears.
Oh, so
Shut up.
Walter Payton,
Shut up right now.
Willie Galt. What was his name? The kick returner. Oh, Matt Forte. Yeah.
Devin Hester.
Yeah, Devin Hester. Yep. I bet Dewey was out of his league with that kind of athleticism.
We didn't know he was downstairs on the other deck. When we saw those bears get on the deck and it's just steps separating them from the upper and the lower, and I know they can climb them steps, we all skedaddled in the house real quick. And then that girl was like, "Where's Dewey?" Oh, shit.
Mm. You
Oh,
have to channel his inner Tracy Smothers. Like
You know, we were there with Tracy Smothers' daughters, and that's what she was saying. She was like, that's Pops right there. That's Pops coming to see us, because this weekend was Tracy's birthday. So we kind of hung out and told some Tracy Smothers stories, and we did a live feed with Jessie Bell. That's his daughter, and we kind of hung out for a while with her and told some stories and talked about Tracy for a while. So it's pretty cool that some bears showed up. And Tracy has wrestled several bears in his career, including Stone Cold Bear, who may or may not have been played by a guy on this podcast.
Was he working up? Was he a working bear or a shooting bear?
The bears that Tracy wrestled were all real bears, except for Stone Cold Bear. That was just a guy in a bear suit, but with a Stone Cold vest. He was Stone Cold Bear.
Hey, I gotta
I
ask.
didn't come up with the shit. I just had to do it.
I know. I mean, yeah.
Totally off topic here, but what did you guys think of our vlog from Kings Island?
Oh, I thought it was dope, but I think anything we do is dope.
Yeah.
Y'all keep viewing it. It's really good. Hopefully we'll make some more. It's been a while since we've had a video come out where we are at a park and talk about the park and shit like that. So I thought it was really good. I think you did a good job on it.
Yeah,
I had fun
I watched
with
a little. I need to watch the rest of it. I watched like the first 10 minutes. I
And
didn't
of course,
see
The
my-
Godfather. Made an appearance.
That shit
Man,
was
that
so
was
funny.
hilarious, bro.
I was like, face reveal. Here's Paul.
Yeah, The Godfather. He even sold it like that as a tease on his Twitter post. If you want to
Yep.
see surveillance without his face covered up, tune into this video.
There you go.
Then everybody realized it was a WCW bait and switch.
Yeah, they'll put butts in seats.
I saw Private Dick and Evan today.
Oh, word.
Right
Yeah,
on.
they were leaving the Beast line.
Of course they were.
I ran into Cedar Kev.
Oh, dope.
Shout out to the Kev.
Yep. And obviously Don, my friend Brian, who works at Gravity Group. It was just a bunch of people there today.
Speaking of guys named Brian or Bryant, I'd like to give a shout out to Bryant on Inverted Creative because he gave a shout out to us on his live stream. Can't wait to see the tournament again next year. That's what he does well. Hopefully you're well. I heard you had an injury. It kind of kept you out of parks this year, but you're back at it. You got some videos coming out. Give us Coaster 365. Give his channel a look. He gave us a shout out, so I'm returning the favor to him.
Shout out to his Yukon Huskies.
Shout out to my girl Nix and what she's doing up there with Sky Rush this weekend, I'm sure.
Oh, speaking of fucking Hershey Park.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was telling Donna about this earlier, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I heard that.
How fucking bad is that?
Yeah, it turned
I
out
feel like
the
it's not a
boys
bad
were-
reflection of the park. It's a bad reflection of that kid's parents.
Yeah, apparently the kid had autism, from what I'm hearing.
When everybody was yelling at him to go in the video, you watch him, they're like, go, go, go. And he just stands there and covers his ears up. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, that kid might be having a mental breakdown up there. I just remember the look on JJ's face when we were at Dollywood and he couldn't find us. So I couldn't imagine what the hell that kid was going through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it could be a situation. Huh?
Up on the monorail? Man, that had to be scary.
Yeah, how did you get up there is what I want to know. Like, I understand, and if you didn't know the story, we went to ride a ride, and the guy that was supposed to be keeping an eye on JJ lost him. So, I mean, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, we found JJ within a minute,
Well, see, the deal was JJ was looking for you, not for him.
Not for him. Yeah, I can't blame J-Mo because when JJ got on the ride, it was me waiting for him. And when it came time for JJ to get off the ride, we had switched with J-Mo, and J-Mo was waiting on him. So he didn't know to look for J-Mo.
Yeah.
But still, I still feel like a bad parent because my kid was lost for a minute and a half at Dollywood. I didn't find him up on the fucking monorail track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that monorail's a good, 10, 15 feet in the air?
Oh, yeah. Supposedly, the park said he entered through a closed monorail station. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to speak out of school because I don't really remember the monorail that well to speak on it.
Yeah, me neither. I was just reading some sort of report that was, so take whatever I say worth a grain of salt. So that's just what I read somewhere.
I'm just glad he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, like really, because and I'm not trying to sound morbid or make sick humor, but if he would have failed from that, I mean, he would not have probably survived. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Props to the guy that jumped up there and grabbed him. So
Two guys climbed up there. One guy climbed up there and grabbed him. But like you say, I mean, where was it? I thought there was a chaperone policy.
who sold that kid a pass for himself?
Right. Who dropped that kid off? I mean, he looked awful, and I don't know, he could be way older. I don't know. He looked to be about JJ's size, but JJ's big, but I mean, and I don't know the details of the case, but what the fuck is going on at Hershey Park this year, right?
Right.
Yeah. So also there was supposedly an earthquake while I was at Kings Island today. So
I saw that you said that.
Yeah, 2.5. I looked it up after I saw your what. They're not called tweets anymore, right? They're posts.
We'll call them whatever the fuck we want to call them.
But it was a 2.5 northeast of Cincinnati.
Is that bad?
No,
I didn't feel. I didn't notice it. Nope.
You didn't feel nothing shake or nothing like it?
No, it's like the Richter scale. If it was a 3.5, it would be 10 times worse than the 2.5, and so on. So, yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Maybe I was riding the beast and I was getting jackhammered, so I would have had no idea.
Right.
Or racer, one of the two. All right, so
yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to think. And then obviously, speaking of Kings Island, we had Phantom Theater announced, which we kind of knew.
Oh God, here we go. Here we fucking go.
If you can't tell from our background behind us here,
Woo!
I'm excited.
I'm gonna cream my jeans.
So what I have heard is this will be like Battle of Metropolis, like at the Six Flags parks.
Oh.
So the screen, you'll have your flashlights and you have to shine them on the notes. It's not going to keep score, I don't think. Do those keep score, Battle of Metropolis?
I think it does.
Does it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it will. But I guess
if
it's going to be
big enough for Metropolis. I mean, I guess if they take out that meet and greet area, it would be.
Which they might. I mean, it's supposed to have, what did they say, 26 show scenes. So
yeah, and that seems too big for just to take up Boo Blasters. So maybe.
Yeah. We'll see. I guess it's going to be.
I was hoping they'd turn it back into a boat ride. That's how I remember it. The Smurfs Enchanted Voyage.
Yeah, I remember the Smurfs.
Yep.
I can take that shit and throw in the trash too.
I'm pumped. I'm real pumped.
No, but if you've ever ridden the former Monster Plantation, Monster Mansion, like it's really cool. I mean, I think it is. I know
It's really not.
Some people would agree with me.
If you're like 4.
See, some people agree with me about Phantom Theater. Everybody has their own taste.
It's a classic, Monster Mansion. Can't call
everybody.
it plantation.
Everybody that likes that kind of thing is the ones that are going to like that kind of thing, right?
There you go. It's the type of thing for the people that like that type of thing.
Yep. So,
but I mean, is that how they were teasing the big family ride for 2026? Is that what it is? Is that what they were teasing? And not just here in the last couple of weeks. I'm talking about when they said next year, 2026, Kings Island's going to get a new family attraction. That's what they're talking about. We can all agree on that. That's pretty much what it is. That's their announcement for next year.
Yep, family thrill ride.
I'll probably say yes, but I found markings today at the park in the old Skyflyer spot. They have spray paint everywhere.
They're just bringing air supply back. They're expanding Timberwolf. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
So that could be interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that. There's like if there's just like lines making like a box almost. I don't know.
What color
Weird.
was it?
They're orange spray paint.
Did we
That's
look
true.
I think it's
Did we look
cable,
the-
right?
Did we look those up? What those mean in Ohio? Every
So
state's
in Ohio, orange means cable line,
like communication cable.
like cable, like your cable TV. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Green would be sewer, blue would be water, white would be excavation. So I don't know. It's just it doesn't look like it's set up for cable. It looks like they're like mapping something out. Like something is going to sit right here.
They're probably just installing a new sign for Banshee that's going to be digital. I mean, that's all.
I kind of think they might be using it. They're building a brand new haunt back there where it used to be blackout, and it's called like Order of the Dragon.
Is that where the Son of Beast station is, or no?
No, it's right to the right when you enter for the bat. The bat, there's that building that sits right there
Oh yeah,
on the left.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So they added a big castle front out for the haunt. It's huge. It almost looks like it might be permanent. And that's where the haunt will be. And I'm wondering if that's where they're going to put the line for it.
Maybe.
They also cut down a whole bunch of bamboo next to the crypt building.
Oh, I thought you were talking about King Ka.
Rip. So supposedly they're putting a bar right there underneath the turnaround, the little helix thing for Diamondback.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at all. It ain't gonna be nothing cool. Isn't that where the Conjuring's gonna go? Is in the crypt building?
Yeah. I saw them working on it today when going.
Why did they
I used
do the
my
Phantom
single-use
Theater and put the crypt at the end of the teaser?
Nobody knows why.
Now, that's weird.
They didn't say anything about it.
Imagine that.
But yeah, I saw. I used my single-use fast lane on Beast and got back there and saw there's like crates open with shit all in them, which looks like a house. It was like a lamp and chairs and shit. So I'm thinking that is Conjuring stuff, probably.
Probably.
And then they were back there like painting and like washing shit off. So they're working on it. There was a bunch of cars there, a bunch of people working today.
Well, they got to get it ready. Haunt starts in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, today was the last day the park was open until Haunt.
Oh wow.
Yep. So
that time of year.
That time of year.
Where did summer go?
I spent most of my summer inside because it was hot as fuck here.
I spent most.
I went to a bunch of parks.
Yeah.
And I worked too.
Yep. Same here.
I've been to 3 parks. Better than 0.
Did anybody find you to get a shirt yet?
No.
Just remember that, folks. Tell them you want a shirt. Sorry, Paul. I'm spending your money now.
That offer ends December 31st.
All right, fellas, you want to get into some of these questions here?
Sure.
Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about before we get rolling on these?
No. Biff, is this your shirt or somebody you know? I didn't buy this shirt, but it ended up in my shit.
No. That's so funny because
I wouldn't have bought this shirt.
No, but now that I think of it, I had one of your shirts I was going to wear, and I forgot to wear it tonight just because I was in the middle of doing something and I realized what time it was. I was like, oh shit, we got to record. But I was going to wear one of your shirts that's in this bag over here.
No, I really don't know where this came from.
Just to see if you noticed.
Oh, I didn't know.
So for those that are listening on
but I really can't
audio.
What you're wearing now, Gatekeeper.
Well, of course.
Yep. I was just going to go over our shirts. We're all three wearing coaster shirts. Biff's got Gatekeeper on.
Of course.
Paul's got a Beast shirt on. That's
And a
not
Steel
his.
Vengeance hat.
And I'm wearing a Talon shirt.
Talon at Dorney Park?
Talon at Dorney Park, yes.
Have you ridden Talon at Dorney Park?
Is that your shtick?
Seems like I've heard that question somewhere before.
Have you walked the lift at Talon at Dorney Park?
I have.
Oh, must be nice.
And Demon Drop.
Hey, I lost my keys on that ride.
No way.
No way.
Did
Okay,
you really-
first
you got to go up on Demon Drop for real?
I did, yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you lose your keys?
I did not. I made
You're
sure
lucky.
they were nice and
Did
tight
y'all
in
just
my
walk the
pocket.
stairs up there?
Yeah, we walked stairs all the way up. About
Yeah,
halfway. We didn't go all the way up.
Hey, we can talk about how our boy, the PR superstar, trolled the shit out of a bunch of people at Great Adventure last week.
Did I miss something?
I think I missed
Yeah,
that one too.
there was a construction walk tour that he took a bunch of people on and was telling them about the coaster for next
Yeah.
year.
Mm-hmm.
And he told him it was going to be themed to Wawa and have a Wawa in the station.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
People was losing their fucking minds.
So dumbasses believed him.
Somebody did, obviously.
Somebody did, obviously. I guess they didn't hear the sarcasm in his voice.
I mean, they didn't hear him say there was going to be a Wawa in the station.
He said
Yeah.
that.
So I can get my garlic
that
knots? All
immediately
right.
That immediately tells me it's bullshit.
Who, me?
No, as soon as I hear that, I know he's just fucking joking. Like anybody with
Well,
a brain
right.
should. But people actually believe. I mean, people are. Anyway, I digress.
People are, okay, buddy.
Want to go see Snoopy?
Did you catch my drift on that?
Yeah.
Picking up what I'm putting down?
No.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to the PR superstar, man. We miss you, bro. Hopefully you're not having too bad of a time up there. Somebody was fucking trashing Great Adventure today. I saw on Twix or Twitter or whatever the fuck. I also lost my keys on that ride, but it's not there anymore. They were saying that they bought the Go Pass at Kings Dominion, and then they drove up to Great Adventure, and the pass wouldn't work to get them in, and they told them, well, this is a Legacy Cedar Fair pass. We don't accept that here.
Oh.
Well, isn't that some bullshit?
And I was like, man, y'all need to get the PR superstar's number on speed, because if that happened to, and I'm not tooting horns, but I mean, if that happened to me or somebody that I knew, I'd be like, hold on, I'll get you taken care of real quick. And he would take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he does. Even if he wasn't there, he would be like, you need to take care of this. But they told him there wasn't no way they could get in the park, and they had to buy a day ticket, and I'd have went the fuck off.
It's
No,
been
when I-
2 years. Going
When I had
on
my-
3 years.
When I had my trouble at Knott's, I reached out to him, and he couldn't help me, but he put me in touch with the people that could, and followed up and made sure that it was taken care of. And
Yeah.
That's how you treat customers.
Yeah.
But I just think
Not to mention this person doesn't live anywhere close to these parks.
right.
What
They
was
got
it?
their
What was
pass
it?
through King's Dominion.
What was the deal? They didn't activate it at King's
Not even that.
Dominion?
They don't live in this country. So
Did they not activate it at King's Dominion?
No, they went to King's Dominion. They bought a pass. They went to King's Dominion. They visited King's Dominion. When they left King's Dominion, I don't know if they went to Dorney or not, but I know they went to Great Adventure. And they were like, when we got here, they said our passes didn't work.
Well, that's
But
bullshit.
when you buy the 2026 pass through the MVP sale that they're jerking off right now,
Well,
you
even
have
last year's
access.
pass, even last year's pass still worked for all.
should have got you in, right, if you got the all-park passport, but it comes with the all-park passport.
Well, this
Sure
year's
does.
does. Last year's did not. You had to pay $100 extra.
right,
But we're not talking about last year's pass,
I
man.
don't know what these people from another country bought
Yeah, they just bought the gold pass,
for
Which should-
26.
for 26. Should have came preloaded with a park passport, all park passport. And for some reason, Great Adventure was like, you need to go to a Cedar Fair park.
Did they get it resolved?
No. She had to buy
She had to buy a day ticket, I
a
think.
day ticket, yes. Which at the gate is how much fucking money?
Right, $70
Right.
A lot.
at least. No, that's BS. That's
Yeah, it is.
No, that's just no way to treat customers.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what
And I
Magic
felt
Mountain
bad
was-
because I said, you know, PR Superstar wouldn't let that shit happen.
That's what Magic Mountain was trying to do with me. Like, you need to activate this at Six Flags Over Georgia. I was like, well, that's great and all, but they're not open. It's February. They're closed. And they finally relented and let me in. Like, just dumb. Like, just do the right thing. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
That's anyway.
I mean, it's common sense to know that, hey, your park says you got this and it was just bought the other day at one of our sister parks. We should probably let you in.
Yeah, even if it's a computer error or whatever.
It's not like he showed up with a fucking Busch Gardens pass and he's trying to get in with that.
Hey, nobody would ever show up with another chain's cups and wonder why they can't be filled at that park. That has never happened.
I watched the lady at King's Dominion argue with the guy at what's the name of their little drive-in place? Is it Coasters there too?
If it ain't, it's something similar.
Yeah.
But I watched her argue with that guy, and she was like, well, why did you charge me for drinks? And he was like, because you're getting drinks. And she's like, well, I got this cup. And the cup clearly says SeaWorld Busch Gardens on it, right? And he's like, that's not our cup. And she was like, well, I'm filling it up. And he was like, well, then I'm going to charge you.
My goodness. You were with me at Six Flags Over Georgia when they were
filling the Wendy's cups up?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And getting mad because they were told they couldn't. What is wrong
That's
with
so
people?
dumb.
Anyway, off the rails.
No, I mean we're just talking about what happened today, and I kind of want to go back to Phantom Theater real quick. I know you're trying to move the show along, Chris, but what was you saying about catching the notes?
So yes, you're gonna have instead of a gun, you're gonna have a flashlight, and these are ghost notes that are floating around that you need to shine your light on to capture them.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like
midnight special.
You're gonna have a flashlight instead of a gun.
Shine the light on me.
And see down here behind you to the left of you, there's a music note.
Oh, I thought you meant like, do you like me? Check yes or no type notes.
I'm sorry, I should have said music notes.
That's George Strait.
So it's like the turkey gobbler. Instead of shooting the turkeys, you're calling the turkeys. So instead of shooting the ghosts now, because shooting provokes park violence, you're going to be shining flashlights on music notes. Oh, okay.
It's a new thing that Sally Dark Rides has, and they put it in this park, and I can't remember the name of the park, but it's somewhere in the Northeast. And I just watched the legend from In the Loop do his park tour there on YouTube, and he said it's one of the best dark rides he's ever been in. So
Sally?
Yep.
Light my Sally.
Is that the same Sally? Is that the same company that made the original Boo Blasters?
Boo Blasters, I think, yes. I think they did Boo Blasters.
And who did Justice League?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you off the top.
I don't even know how to look that up.
Somewhere somebody's screaming at the fucking screen.
I know, right? I mean, it's obviously not on RCDB, so.
I'm just curious. I like the Justice League ride. I do.
Somebody on YouTube drop in the comments who made the Justice League rides.
Yeah, like.
Because they're all almost identical.
Well, we're not live. We can't just read the comments.
No, but we can address it next week. if
I
somebody
guess
told
so.
us.
That's a good point.
I'm about to tell you here. Hopefully,
We had a producer.
it is
get
Sally.
his head out of his ass.
So Sally made Justice League too. Okay, well then, I guess I'm down for it. I'm always down for new. My problem with Boo Blasters is it's just outdated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess this is the update they needed. And I just give you shit about it being Phantom Theater because I know you're a fan or whatever. But
I know the cars and the tracks were a Morgan for Enchanted Voyage and Scooby Doo and Boo Blasters. So maybe they're getting rid of that.
I don't know.
The only Morgan at Kings Island.
DH.
But if it's a Sally ride, is it really a Morgan?
Morgan made the ride system.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really a Morgan.
So another thing with it is, I guess most of it is going to be screen based, which I don't know about that, but
Whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think that's cooler.
I think kids will like it, and that's what's important.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, some kids are not. And if your animatronics look like shit, I'm looking at you, Dollywood. Kids won't be into it. JJ was not in the Blazing Fury at all. He had more of a reaction on the train at Cedar Point than he did at Blazing Fury.
Boneville.
Yeah.
The Boneyard or whatever.
When we got up that Blazing Fury, right? What'd you think, JJ? It's kind of lame. Yep.
Kids
I mean, he's
thing.
not wrong.
Right. You got to have something that's going to. I think that'd probably grab the kid's attention. He loves the Gobbler Getaway. He loves that. He liked Justice League. He didn't like Justice League the first time he wrote it, but the second time.
Those barrels came rolling. He was.
Oh, he hated it.
I don't know how many you've ridden. At least 3.
Well, we've ridden 2 with him. 3, I think, maybe. I don't think he rode the one in Gurney, but we rode the one in Atlanta twice, and we rode the one in Jersey this past time, and he loved it. He wanted to ride it again.
Did Fiesta have one?
No.
Yeah, so I've only ridden the one at Magic Mountain.
And if they did, we didn't ride it.
Yeah, I don't remember it having one, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm still excited no matter what. So somebody on my X account was like, well, nobody's going to be able to trust your opinion. I was like, well, okay, I don't care. If I was to like get a media day invite, I just was like, I don't care if anybody trusts it. I'm going to like it just because it's back. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I hope you do get a media day invite.
We'll see.
I doubt it.
It's the only thing I'd ever want. And I talked to Don about this actually, and I don't know if I should be saying any of this, but
you're going to.
He was like, he was just talking about how he'll reach out to Tony for me. So I was like, sweet. Just because I would rather do this, I would rather be at this media day than any coaster, to be honest with you.
I get that.
So Cedar Point not getting anything next year since they blew their wad this year?
Probably not, but they'll figure out some way to get something.
Right.
They'll probably get something from fucking Six Flags America.
Yeah, that's true.
Flat ride or some shit.
I never thought about that.
Was today America's last day? Did I read that right?
No, November 2nd.
No, they're going to be open for tricks and treats. They're just not going to do Fright Fest.
Yeah,
they're going to still be open.
Yeah, they'll be open. Their closing day is November 2nd. I'm going to try to get there before then.
My boy was upset. He didn't know. He's from Maryland.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I'm just kind of sad we didn't get to go. We got our passes late. And I said, well, I told you it was closing. He said, yeah, but I thought you meant like next year. I was like, no, this is it for Six Flags America. And he's from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from Maryland.
Yeah. Right. Oh, another thing is we need to send out a big congratulations to the Godfather for getting over 200 credits.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Godfather.
And
Congratulations.
he made his number 200 Joker's Jinx.
That's respectable to have as a 200.
It
Because
is.
you want to have something quirky or off the wall or that people are going to remember. You're definitely going to remember that.
Yeah. It's because Batwing, which is now permanently closed, it will not reopen.
Rest in peace, Vacoma.
Yep, the Flying Dutchmen are all gone.
They're done.
And then Superman was closed the day he went to. So
I wonder what they do with all those parts. They just try to reuse them the best they can for other stuff.
maybe if they can,
Right.
they might be able to use some things for like in Vertigo. I don't know.
Right.
I have no idea.
And Vertigo's still down?
And Vertigo is still down. Yep. It's been over a month now. There was a ladder in the station, so they're doing something.
What else at Six Flags America that could go somewhere else? Superman?
Superman. So, I mean, I would say that would have the best shot of the bigger coasters. Raging Cajun is a wild mouse. I could see that being moved.
They have a Bat clone?
They do not. They have Wild One, which is a very old wooden coaster.
No.
They have an SLC, which just got new trains.
No.
They'll send the trains somewhere, but they'll probably tear that thing down.
No, the SLC's going to Michigan's Adventure. Here you go. Oh, they already have one, don't they? They already have one.
Don't put that evil on now.
It's going to be dueling SLC.
There it is. Yeah. Valley Fair. It's going to go to Valley Fair.
That could do it. They have Joker's Jinx, which I feel might get scrapped. Which that would give the Godfather a defunct number 200.
Oh, that'd be pretty dope.
I think that's it. Roar, they have a big GCI.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
Superman in the Vortex plot.
What's weird is they used to relocate wooden coasters like it was nothing, and now they refuse to do it.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
I really feel like they need to send, and this is going to save them money too for shipping, is just send Superman to King's Dominion for a hyper coaster.
King's Dominion needs an invert.
They need an invert.
No, they'll probably, for real, do you think they'll send that to another, and when I say don't be a smart ass, they're all Six Flags park. They're all Six Flags parks. You think they'll send that? You think they'll send that to a Six Flags park or a Cedar Fair park?
Legacy? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I could see it going either way because there's a bunch of parks that could use Superman. Michigan's Adventure.
Michigan's Adventure, off top.
Six Flags St. Louis. Or wait. No, I'm sorry. Worlds of Fun. Six Flags has, who has Mamba? That's
Worlds of Fun.
Six Flags St. Louis could use them.
It would fit in too because they could call it Superman.
Yeah. I can't remember any other parks that need a hyper coaster.
I mean, any park could need one, but you got to think what park would it benefit the most. You know what I'm saying?
Well, most of them have them already, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to put it in Michigan's Adventure. Or not, so. But I wouldn't want to ship it all the way out there. You know what I'm saying?
Could they?
No, that's why I'm saying.
Could they put it in the Nighthawk plot?
No, they already have a hyper there though. Carowinds.
At Carowinds, yeah.
I'm just saying something's got to go in that plot. I don't know.
I think it's going to be a dive coaster or a tilt.
Yeah, they know they hit a home run with Siren's Curse.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like if they want to save money, the park doesn't have a hyper. They only have a Giga, and it save money on shipping by just sending it right down the road to King's Dominion.
Yeah, but they just got Rapterra. They're not gonna fuck with King's Dominion for a minute.
Maybe, unless they just scrap Superman, which I'll be sad.
No, they need to.
They might part it for the other two.
Maybe.
It's 2 brand new trains on that.
Yeah, I mean, it could service the other two and keep them going longer.
But the other two already have 3 trains, right?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Darien Lake just got a new train itself, and
Well, supposedly Darien Lake only runs 1 train ops, just like Kentucky Kingdom. Oh, I'm not allowed to talk bad about Kentucky Kingdom. Sorry.
Yeah, you are. Fuck them.
Oh,
you know how I know?
We were just trying to hold off talking bad about them until after this Wind Chaser challenge. But it's hard not to talk bad about them.
The few people I've talked to about Darien Lake is everything's 1 train off.
I hate to think they're just going to scrap it. I would love to think if they were going to send it somewhere, they'd send it to Michigan's Adventure because they need something.
They do.
And you don't have to buy them nothing if you just give them hand-me-downs.
Yeah, because Michigan's Adventure, they already have a Wild Mouse, so Raging Cajun won't go there.
Just what I've heard about Michigan's Adventure is like they don't, like it's a very profitable park. Like they don't even see the need to invest in it.
Yeah, that's what they've said. Doesn't mean that they won't invest in it, which... My question is like, I really hope they move it to Michigan. That would be fine. I'd be like, it'd be closer to me than driving to DC to ride it.
Yeah.
So
Six Flags St. Louis is a good spot to put it too.
Yeah, I think it's either of those two. My first choice would be
piece of trash ninja. That'd be a good plot.
My first choice would be King's Dominion, but it'd be the only park in the world with an Intamin Hyper and an Intamin Giga.
Oh my God.
Your wet dream come true.
That would make it a really good park, though. I mean, it already is, but I feel like they need a Hyper. Be just like Kings Island.
Settle down over there.
I'm not even if it's not an Intamin Hyper. I mean, I think a Hyper coaster would do great. And I feel like the Superman rides aren't super intense like I-305. So it might help them out. I don't know. But yeah, Michigan's Adventure would work. Six Flags St. Louis. Raging Cajun could go anywhere, really. It could go to Kings Island. They could use a Wild Mouse.
Right?
Hey, that could go right where the Skyflyer spot is. Maybe that's what they're marking.
I think they should relocate Mr. Freeze to the Vortex plot so that they can make ice. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Dude, wait. So I was in line at Brewhouse, right? And you know how they have the 2 sides?
Yeah.
One side had 0 Sprite, right? And I look over on the other side to see if I could walk over there. This fucking ice machine has made so much ice, it's piled up on the fucking floor in a bucket.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
And it's piled up on the Coke machine. Like a mountain of ice. So that's where all the ice is going. Maybe they're having that make ice for the rest of the park.
Maybe.
All right. We've gotten enough. We can go. Let's do this for next week. Let's go over some other coasters that we can see relocated from Six Flags America.
Listeners, send in your suggestions.
Homework is, where would Raging Cajun go? All right. So first question coming from the B.
I know her.
Not coaster related, but what is your ideal for a getaway other than going to a park?
Like a NASCAR weekend, that'd be cool. Like Talladega, Daytona, and with an RV, that'd be pretty sweet.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
Infield, just fucking party all weekend.
I did that at Indianapolis once.
Yeah.
Which, if you had to pick one race, which race would it be?
Daytona. I've never been.
I mean, of course.
But Daytona 500. But Talladega would probably be a better party, honestly. That's what I've heard. Daytona's more corporate and buttoned up. from what I hear.
I'm sorry.
It's more corporate and buttoned up than Talladega.
Right.
Makes sense.
That's the headquarters of NASCAR. So
Yeah. What about you, Biff?
I like what we did this weekend. The cabin was really nice. I mean, this cabin it had 3 floors. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. With each bedroom had their own bathroom, and each bathroom had a jacuzzi tub in it, and king size beds, and there was windows everywhere, and the view was amazing, and just nature. That was really cool. I'm kind of a beach guy too. Like I like to go to the ocean or the beach or so that would probably be something like that. Just a little getaway where we can go have like some kind of vacation where we ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put our feet up, play games, watch TV, whatever. But something like that, the beach or like the cabin we stayed at. I've never been to Vegas. I'm really not interested in going to Vegas, but I've never been to Vegas. But
kind
you know,
of like Disney.
yeah.
Yeah. For myself, I kind of like to go sightseeing, so I really want to go to Japan and check out like the old countryside for Japan, and then also like Hiroshima and
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, yeah, and see the aftermath of all that stuff that happened back then.
I heard Fukushima's nice this time of year.
Ooh, you like
That's what I
radiation
heard.
poisoning?
Yeah. Bruce Banner.
I also do like going to the beach, but I like beach vacations. Like, it's weird. I like going to the beach, but I hate sand.
Right.
I fucking hate sand.
I mean, I get that, but like just having like a condo on the beach and
Yep.
and to just do other things besides go to parks.
If the beach entrance and stuff has a spot where you can rinse off your feet and shit, bingo. Take me there.
Yeah, most decent beaches have that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I just, yeah, for me being sandy, yeah, I don't like it. But I love being at the beach. So,
And if you're at a
especially the Gulf
nicer
Coast.
hotel, you can just, dip your feet in the pool. They like sand in their filter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's mine. I like to travel and go see stuff. I like history as well, so being like DC would be fun. I haven't been there since 8th grade. I'd
I'm
like to
more of
check
a
that out.
Marvel guy.
Same here.
What'd he say?
I'm more of a Marvel guy.
Because I said I'd like to go to DC.
Well, they're coming to Cedar Fair, so
Leave it to Paul.
Get your wish. No more peanuts at Legacy Cedar Fair. That's gonna be weird.
Knott's keeps them.
Yeah, Knott's is gonna keep them for sure. I'd be shocked if Knott's doesn't keep them.
Well, Knott's is going to keep them because that's where they came from. So.
Oh, is that where they were created? I didn't know.
Well, no, that's the first park that had them. That's the reason Cedar Fair had them.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
All right, here's a long one coming from Kebab.
Oh,
Kebab.
So next week, Kebab is flying 3,000 miles for the 3rd time this year to visit the best park in the freaking country with RCX and Clay and his daughter, plus hopefully others, to ride the definitive #1 coaster in the world. Where does Pantherian 305 rank on your list, either overall or among gigas?
#1 giga, #2 overall for me. Been pretty consistent with that.
I'm pulling mine up right now.
Pulling mine up. Well, where do I rank it? Well, it's not #1.
What's my #1 giga?
Yeah. If I had to rank it, I would probably put it there.
At #1?
for the gigas,
Yeah.
just for the consistent speed. I like the whippiness on it. I like how it's like Maverick on steroids.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It really was like riding in a race car. Like if any coaster fit its theme, that was it. I don't know how I'll equate that with a Panther or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be now, but I'm sure it's still the same ride. And
Yeah.
I don't know where it is in my rankings. It's got to be in the top 10 because it's the best of whatever class it's in. So that puts it in the top 10. But for me, it's a little bit better than Fury for me. More of an intense coaster. And my riding styles might change in a few years. That might change if I ride it again. But it's definitely up there for me.
Yeah. I have it as my number 1 Giga and number 6 overall.
Wow.
So it's like you said, it's like Maverick on steroids. You put fucking Millennium Force and Maverick had a baby.
Right.
All right.
But it's a good coaster. I wish I could fucking go to that with those guys, but we're going to be stuck at fucking Kentucky Kingdom.
The thrill park.
All right. So I think this is one of many JP questions.
All right.
Obviously,
JP's our number 1 fan, I think.
For real. Thank you, JP. For real.
Micah Parsons.
That's right. Which I saw an update today that he's questionable for game 1 because he sprained his neck or some shit like that.
Yeah, they said he's going to take a shot and he's going to play. Last update I got.
My buddy that's a diehard Cowboys fan said that trade is this generation's Herschel Walker trade. That the Cowboys are going to benefit from it way more than the Packers are.
And that's the point. They weren't going to win with Parsons. So
right.
Get what you can. They could have got more at the draft, but I think they thought that they could sign him, but they could,
They got 2. They're going to be late first round picks, but still.
They got to get rid of Dak though. He makes $60 million a year. Well, you're never going to win paying your quarterback good. Sorry. Yeah. No, this is a coaster podcast.
All right, so JP is saying, obviously, as new rides debut, our rankings consistently change. Can each of you name your last 3 number 1 ranked coasters? This is easy for me.
I didn't really rank coasters until Steel Vengeance, so not really.
So it's always been your number 1 since you started counting?
Yeah, I know. It was never... I liked coasters, but it wasn't like... I never ranked them.
Yeah.
The Giant Dipper, I don't know. I never was like, oh, that's my favorite. But I always liked it.
I still don't rank them. I still don't rank them. I just know what my favorite is. And what my favorite's always been. It's Gatekeeper. Now I can remember some of my number 1s from the past, like Top Gun was my favorite for a while. The Vampire was my favorite when I was young and stupid. Chang, Dueling Dragons. Dueling Dragons for a long time was my favorite.
Dueling Dragons was strong because I got to ride that before I ever went to Cedar Point. It wasn't dueling anymore, but it was still dope.
As far as my rankings now go, look, here's my family. Hello, family.
She's asleep. Hey, girl. Say goodnight.
Good to see you guys back from Tennessee. I told him the bear story. I told him your van got invaded by a bear. And then I told him you got locked out on the deck while we all ran in the house and the bear was on the deck with you.
Did you tell him the bears got in the hot tub?
Oh, I didn't tell him that part.
Yeah, the mama bear moved the covering to get a drink. Next thing you know, the 2 baby bears, the 2 cubs are in the hot tub. We got footage of that too.
That's awesome.
So Mr. McClaskey was in the hot tub.
That's it. But as far as I don't rank coasters, and I still don't. I'll tell you, I like to tell you what the best of each kind of coaster is. And it's been a long time since I've ranked coasters. Like I can probably tell you what my 5 favorites are, but I don't know. But as far as number 1, it's going to always be Gatekeeper for me. And I know it's not the best, and I'll say that all the time, but it is my favorite. And it has been since I've ridden it first time in 2019. But as far as other number 1s go, I couldn't tell you. I know what my favorites have been, and I just named them all for you. So there you go.
I'll drink some blue Gatorade to that.
That stuff will kill you. Your turn to answer there, Mr. Producer.
Yep. So Maverick was mine for a long time. So it actually just got bumped down to number 2 after riding Velocicoaster. So you could say Maverick was one of them. And then it's been Maverick since 2000, since it opened, really. I would go back and forth every now and then between Millennium Force and Maverick back in the early 2000s.
No Wicked Twister, you Intamin dick sucker.
I know, right? It was, I mean, to this day, Wicked Twister is probably my top 5 at Cedar Point.
I liked it. I only rode it once. Front row.
When I was younger, it was the Beast. Back when I was like a kid.
I remember the first time I rode the Beast, I thought it was over. And then you hit that second lift hill. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, and that Helix. And we would just, like, when we were with my dad, we would just be like, can we ride it again? Can we ride it again? We would do that. We'd do Top Gun, which I loved. And then Vortex. So Vortex was my first ever time with inversions, and I had to go through 6 of them. So that was fun.
If you still can't hear that Top Gun music in the queue in your head, you really didn't go to Kings Island that much.
Man, when I saw online that it was 100-minute wait for the bat, I was like, just like old times.
Yeah. Do you remember the original, like when you would walk through and have to go under the station, and you could go through where the missiles were? And those
they had it all made up like an aircraft carrier.
Since you guys are talking about the bat, can I ask a question?
Sure.
If you guys don't think, if they didn't lower the height restriction, and it wasn't as successful as it is, do you think they would have took that out next year?
Probably not, because it's such a classic coaster. You know what I'm saying? And it still draws. Obviously, it still draws.
Supposedly very cheap to operate too.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. And now that they've lowered the height requirement, now it gets more riders, which justifies it being, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you were right by asking that. Good question.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Even the stop clock is right twice a day.
Right.
All right. Next question from Probably Not Craig, which is another
Probably not
listener,
Craig.
So
and he just
probably
said,
Greg.
And I'll throw this up on the screen, but he said, would you, with a question mark. And it is a picture of a bottle called Pilk, P-I-L-K. And it is dill pickled milk.
No. Absolutely.
Oh.
Hard pass for me, Probably Not Craig.
I mean, money talks.
I would probably try it just to see what it tastes like. I know that Sonic is doing a dill pickle shake right now, so it's like all the craze. Not something I'd probably pour on my Cocoa Puffs or Fruity Pebbles or anything like that, but I probably would try it just to try it.
It says, and you know how like some food used to be like, no, it's fat free and it has only 13 grams of this. This is more salt by 50%. High quality 13-gram pickles per serving. No.
Oh, so it's actual pickles? It's not milk?
I guess so.
Pickled milk? It's pickled milk? Or is it pickles?
It just says dill pickle milk.
I really don't see what the big deal is.
Ooh, but don't. Wait, where's the Family Guy?
Stupid.
All right. Next question from Greg Fleming.
Is he related to Betsy Fleming?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Would you ever come to South Dakota to ride their roller coasters? Do they have any? That's my
Didn't
question.
know they had any. Sure. Why
Let's
not?
look this up here. I'm going to look it up here. I'm pulling up RCDB.
I bet it's in Bismarck.
South. When RCDB just shows the South Dakota State Fair with a defunct coaster.
Oh, I mean,
Greg, if you hear this,
let's
Greg,
get it.
please let us know if there's ones that we're missing. Because, sure, I'd go and ride them.
yeah, I'd go to South Dakota.
If I was ever anywhere near South Dakota.
I think Bismarck's in North Dakota. Now that I think about it.
Bismarck.
Isn't it like the desert out there, though?
No,
It's
like
real cold, ain't it?
It's like
the mountains, isn't it? The Rocky Mountains.
No, it's the hill country, but it's like the rolling prairie.
So it's like
Yellowstone.
Eastern Kentucky, maybe.
Kinda, but not as mountainous at all. I mean, it's hilly, but not mountainous.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
It's really green in the summer. I mean, a lot of farmland, a lot of cows.
Yeah,
Yellowstone is in South Dakota, or is that in California?
Yellowstone's in a lot of states.
It's in between. It's like between the Dakotas and Montana, right?
Something like that. I think it might touch Idaho.
Let's see, Yellowstone National Park.
It's in 3 or 4 states, pretty sure. We're
I'm pulling
learning
it up
on the
now,
fly
just-
here, folks.
Yep. Oops.
Old faithful.
Oh my God, what is this doing? Okay, so when you pull it up on a map, I was wrong. It is not in the Dakotas. It's in Wyoming, and then Idaho, Montana-ish.
So it only hits 3 states?
3 states.
Still, that's pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck it.
it's
We're
the
close.
in South Dakota, it's the Black Hills National Forest.
Ah.
I watch Fargo, so I'm an expert.
The Black Hills, South Dakota, where they used to have the Rolled Wild pay-per-view.
That's Sturgis.
But that's in the Black Hills, right?
It is in
I
the
don't
Black
know.
Hills.
Sure.
It is. Ooh,
Well,
so
I
it's
mean, we
dead
could always call Eric Bischoff up, see if he would like to have us at his house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Buffalo Bills. He's got Buffalo Bills bar at his house. Like
I know,
Buffalo
Bish.
Bar. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's going to do your music?
No, Chris gonna do my music.
Oh. Bish going to book you?
Chris gonna produce our show.
What? Let's fucking go. All right. JP's got another question. This one is for Biff.
Okay.
Biff, last week you mentioned CM Punk used to sleep on your couch. It seems like a lot. I'm sorry. It seems like people either love him or hate him. What are your thoughts on CM Punk? Do you have a short story you could share?
Well, I knew him when he was first getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like he hadn't really been up and down the roads, and I saw him a few times when he was back here in Louisville for OVW. But when I was with him at IWA, he had just started out. He was coming from Chicago. He would ride with Ace Steel and Colt Cabana. And my wife used to tease him about being straight edge all the time. The only thing I can really say about him, any kind of stories, is I mean, my late wife used to tease him all the time that if he was truly straight edge, he wouldn't drink Pepsi as much as he did because Pepsi had caffeine in it, and caffeine is a drug. And he'd say caffeine is not a drug. And she said, "What is your definition of a drug?" And he'd say, "Any chemical that alters your body's state of being." She's like, "Well, that's what caffeine does. It speeds you up. If you were truly straight edge, you would drink Sprite or 7-Up." And that was the argument they used to always have with each other. So that's kind of really the only Punk in-depth story that I have, because he'd usually just show up to the building, wrestle, and then they didn't want to drive back to Chicago after a 4 to 6 hour show. So sometimes they spend the night at my house. They draw straws to see who got the couch, who got the chair, and who got the floor. And that's about it. She'd fix him breakfast, and he would watch her fix breakfast because he didn't want her putting any of that weed butter in his food, which she always threatened to do, but she never did. But that's really my only CM Punk story. Now, as far as nowadays or how he's turned into what he's turned into, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in years now. You hear stories about him, but I will say this. He does love wrestling, and he's a student of the game. So if he was in a situation where he felt like business wasn't being done right or he couldn't contribute to the business the way he wanted to, then he would definitely get out of that situation. Now, as far as him being a cancer to AEW or whatever the fuck happened in AEW, I'm on the side of the fence that once he got to AEW and realized that he could wrestle and people wanted to see him, he didn't want to be there anymore. He wanted to go back to WWE because that's the only place that you can be and make money. That's the company to be at. That's like being in the Canadian Football League and going, I really don't want to go back to the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the NFL's for the birds. Who'd want to do that?
Right. And I think that's what happened with him in AEW. He got there and realized that Tony Khan's a fucking idiot. The people running the company were fucking idiots. And he did what he had to do to get out of there.
The marks are in the ring.
I think my son just yelled something at me.
Speaking of Mark, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So I hope I answered your question the best I could, JP.
Sounds like it was a good answer to me. I liked it. I like hearing these little stories. They're fun. All right, JP's got one for you, Paul.
All right. Can't wait.
What's the longest trip you've taken driving a truck? Do you ever try to pair your job with theme park visits?
I haven't, because I've been a local driver since I got into theme parks as an adult. But when I team drove, it wasn't anything for us to. I mean, it was just continuously the wheels kept turning. Like, we never stopped. And if we did, we got so fucking wasted at a bar or at the liquor store or wherever that we just fucking drink ourselves into a coma. So always responsibly, of course.
You drive like states away at those days?
Oh, we'd run coast to coast, just not
Yeah.
I'd pull off on an exit ramp. My buddy would, Brian would take over and he'd start driving, and I'd go back there and try to sleep the best I could.
And you're more on a set route now, where you know where you're going you're taking the same route every day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's variations, of course. I mean, but yeah.
Not like before, where you would travel, you would leave and go to fucking Arizona and back, or you drive up to Washington.
Yeah, Paul, you're going to Edmonton, Alberta. Like, what? Okay. I'm like, yeah. You had no idea being over the road. I mean, they could send you anywhere.
Now, if we were in the parks then, like we are now, wrestling was our big thing then. We would talk on the phone for hours about wrestling. But I will say this: I do want to add this. When Paul was an over-the-road driver and he wasn't on a team, it would be nothing for him to call me and go, hey, I'm in Tampa Bay watching the fucking Rays and the Red Sox. And then he'd call me back and say, hey, I'm in Seattle and I'm watching the Mariners and the Red Sox. Or I'm in Arizona watching the Diamondbacks and the Red Sox,
I was standing at the corner of how's it go? The Eagles song?
Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona.
Yep, there's a truck stop in Winslow. I had to get the postcard and send it to my buddy.
Now, I'm sure if he was in the parks then like he is now, he would be planning his routes on parks.
I see the semis parked at the park, but I don't know how that works, honestly. But I mean,
you ain't fit through the gate of Kings Island.
but they have to have a way to let semis in.
Yeah. Probably the RV entrance, maybe?
Yeah, for deliveries and I've seen them in the lot before. Dorney, I've seen them semis parked. Cedar Point, I've seen them. Like, I know it's possible.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to shit on your answer. I just wanted to point out that you used to
Oh,
go to
good.
all kinds of different ballparks. Like that was your
Yeah.
thing then.
Never went to Seattle though. That was a bad example, but I get where you're coming from. Seattle and New Orleans are the only two major cities I haven't been to on the mainland.
Oh wow.
I've been to every major city in the United States.
That is a good segue for the next question coming from Tea Time on the Lift Hill.
Our boy.
What metropolitan area deserves a new mid-size or larger amusement or theme park? Maybe.
Houston or New Orleans?
Louisville.
Yeah. New Albany, Indiana.
You said it earlier. I'm going to go with Seattle. There's like nothing in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, the Washington State Fair.
Shout out to Legend of Chrissy.
Yeah. I mean, they have what? The one coaster. They have classic coaster.
Yeah, isn't it?
That's a good answer, Seattle.
Yeah,
Seattle
I think
is
like
a good answer.
they deserve like a big park out there.
You need your family. Good answer, Chris. Good answer.
That'll drop in right now.
We have 100 people. Do you give a fuck? That was a Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. We asked 100 guys. What do you think about the the engagement? Don't give a crap.
We don't.
100. That's the only answer.
Seattle's a good answer. Portland, Oregon's probably another good answer. New Orleans is a good answer. Houston was a good answer. All good answers.
Portland has Oaks
Miami.
Park.
I would feel like Miami should be able to support a good park.
You would think
Jacksonville, maybe.
South Florida has
Jacksonville's
nothing.
definitely got population. I mean,
Everything's in the middle of the state. Yeah, everything's in the middle of Florida.
That's not Florida.
That's not Florida.
That's not Florida.
That's not Florida.
All right, we have one last question here.
Already?
Oh, man, we're pretty light this week.
Yep.
No Godfather?
Oh, that's question I'm pulling up right now. He texted me the question that he had because he's enjoying a nice cruise with his wife right now.
Oh,
Shout out to Noni.
It must be nice.
Yeah.
I hear she's up on the cruise casino. She was up. Hopefully she's still up at the time of this recording. Missed the hell out of y'all, man. We had such a good time with them when we recorded that vlog. And Evan, shout out to him. Tea Time on the Lift Hill, shout out to him.
Eric, yep.
I wish we'd go to that thing with RCX and Kebab.
That's what I was about to say.
Hey, but they're going to be, RCX will be up at Kings Island.
Yeah, that's right.
Who arranged the Kings Island meetup?
That's RCX thing. We're going on the 11th for Donna's birthday. But the 18th, that's an RCX thing. And I really like that guy. He reminds me of us when we first started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just wants to get his voice heard and feels like nobody's fucking listening.
Chris,
so it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people there, so it should be fun.
I hope so.
But, yep. All right, so The Godfather. His question is, Biff has a song called Garbage Park. What park?
Garbage Park.
What park do you think is a garbage park? And if you have no desire to go back to, everyone please answer.
Kentucky Kingdom.
Kentucky Kingdom.
I've only, does it count if I've been there when it was not open? I went through the winter walkthrough.
You haven't been to any worse parks that you don't want to go back to?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll stay. I got one for you. Castles and Coasters, Arizona.
Oh, Never heard of it.
Oh,
I know y'all are
Janky.
doing your challenge for charity, and that's cool, but I'll never go back to Kentucky Kingdom.
you know what? I don't think I'm going to neither. Not after we finish this challenge. I just don't like the way they treated us. I don't like, and I really don't want to even talk about it till after it's done because I don't want to discourage anybody from not showing up to our challenge. But apparently, a lot of our crew is going out to Virginia for the thing with Kebab and Clay and RCX. But
Yeah.
man, fuck Kentucky Kingdom for real, man.
Yep.
That's pretty
About
sad.
how I feel, but it is for a good cause. And
It is for a good cause, and I feel bad that they couldn't get behind it, and I don't understand why they won't. Like they don't even want to do anything to help us. Nothing. I wish I had the email. I'd put it right there.
Yeah, appreciate
Whoa. Well, Florida has deflated.
Oh,
Mhm.
way to burst your bubble.
The Kentucky Kingdom is definitely a garbage park, and I hope Hershey can polish the turd. And I had really good high hopes for it, but unless my name is fucking Taylor Bobby, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if you don't have any clout, quote unquote.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
understand
sense.
it. You have to do okay. Well, we think that's a great cause. You have to fill out this form and formally ask for a digital pass. And I was like, what? I got season passes. I don't need free tickets. I'm not asking for digital media tickets to get in. I've got a season pass, and I've got bringing friends. We just want you to go. Hey, these guys are doing this. Let's help them out. No,
Good
sorry, we
call.
can't.
Save us 2 seats on Wind Chaser for one
Nope.
day.
That doesn't
Sorry.
get a line anyway.
Nothing we can do. Yeah, it's not gonna have a fucking line anyways, because that fucking park sucks. Don't nobody want to go there. With your fucking bullshit ass goddamn water slides that ain't near as good as the ones an hour up the road.
Mm-hmm.
Or the one 2 hours up the road. The only thing y'all got good is the one lazy river.
Took away the big kahuna.
Took away the big kahuna. People talk about coasters being neutered. Let's talk about you neutering your fucking wave pool. Shutting it, turning it down.
Yeah,
What?
wasn't it? Didn't it used to have like the biggest waves?
It
It had the
did. It
biggest-
had the biggest and strongest waves in America, and they turned that motherfucker down. It went from a level 5 to a level 4. Now it's on par with some of the. I used to brag. Oh man, the waves that Kentucky Kingdom's got the best wave pool I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot of wave pools around America, a lot. And Kentucky Kingdom was the best, but not no more.
Nope.
It might
Sad.
be for JJ, for little kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Hershey's going for, and I get it. Whatever. Good luck to you. Hope it works out. And I hope that Vacoma y'all are building next year's good. Don't matter. You won't fucking take care of it.
Right.
You don't take care of none of your goddamn coasters.
Wow.
On a positive note.
Sorry.
No.
See,
You're good.
and listen, Dwight knew what he was doing right there when he asked that question.
Yep.
He knew what he was doing. His
Yeah.
favorite thing is to listen to me fucking rant. And I'm on the bridge. I'm on the fucking brink. And I don't want to yet because I could show up next Saturday and they, oh, hey, welcome, man. We've been waiting on you. But I doubt it. I fucking doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll wait to do any of that and see. Maybe we'll take a stop into guest services when we get there.
Yeah. Good luck.
Don't matter. My buddy that I had in marketing, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Let me help you get in. Now, they shit on him too. But he sure isn't all those. He couldn't do our podcast, but he sure isn't all those stupid fucking videos that you guys see on the goddamn Twitter page.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was going to get jumped right there. The standard bad guy in a hoodie just appeared out of nowhere.
He's not driving a Hummer. You're good.
Right. Yeah, Dwight knew what he was doing right there when he asked that question. Good question, Dwight.
Absolutely
Yeah.
good. Needle and Dwight.
Yep. I thought that was coming when I read that earlier today.
Hey, Pup, do you have your water pitcher?
It's right there. It's frozen. So we had to
Was
let
that
it
the
thaw
last
out.
question,
It's
or
right there on
do
the
you have
counter.
one more?
Nope, that was the last one. So we've
That
we've done
Really?
a
You asked
whole.
all the questions? That's
yeah,
all of
we didn't
That's
get
all.
many questions.
That was it.
them? Okay.
Hope y'all are
Um,
enjoying the show.
I mean, we're still getting the views and stuff. So.
Yeah, you see the
Oh, and I want
numbers.
to take this time. I want to take this time if you're listening on, just on audio version, or on YouTube here, go give us a follow on X, or give us a subscribe on
Yep.
YouTube. That
Yep.
would be tremendous.
Or
Or
whatever
Spotify.
Yep.
or if you're listening on like Apple Podcasts, leave a rating. Be honest. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do like it, say you like it.
Yep. And give us a share. Whatever you can do is, we think we'd appreciate that tremendously. So.
And
Keep us
thank
in
all
mind.
you guys for donating. And please don't get discouraged at what I say about Kentucky Kingdom, because whether we ride the coaster one time or 100 times, or they cooperated with us or not, this was about Dare to Care. That's what it was about. It was about Dare to Care. And it was about feeding hungry people. We were just using the coasters and the theme park because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? If we were a wrestling podcast, I'd go to Grindhouse and we'd be at Grindhouse and somebody wouldn't end up in a match, I'm sure. But we're a theme park podcast. So I went to the closest theme park. Maybe next year we'll cooperate with Holiday World or Kings Island. It's a little far from our Dorney Park, but that's a little far from Dare to Care. So, but we will continue to help Dare to Care. And if Kentucky Kingdom doesn't want, then okay, that's fine. Because for real, it's not about Wind Chaser or the coaster or boosting Kentucky Kingdom's attendance. It's about getting this money to Dare to Care. And I'm very proud of the $215 that you guys all raised. You guys all raised that money. That had nothing. It didn't come out of our pockets. You guys donated because you thought it was a good cause and you thought it was something that you'd like to send your money to, and we appreciate that. Each and every one of you that donated $1, or if you donated 50, or if you donated 100. Thank you very much. It means a lot to us. And thank you for listening to the show. Every click, every view, if you like us, or even if you don't fucking like us, you're still listening to the show. Thanks for the clicks.
I say we partner up with Beach Bend maybe next year, or Cart Country.
Maybe. That would be good.
Cart Country would be sweet.
Car Country?
They still claim they have the longest go-kart track in America. I don't think that's true, but they still
Man, I don't know. Some of them down there fucking something in the background looked like it just moved. It's freaking me out, this Spam Theater shit. There's some pretty big ones in Pigeon Forge. I swear to God, it looked like something in the background just moved.
Oh, I might have to come up with a new intro for this week, because I had fun with last week's intro.
Oh, that was good, man. You do a good job, man. You really do. I know I kiss your ass every week, but you did do a good job. You do way better than the last producer we had did.
You're worth every dime we pay you.
It's always surveillance. All right, fellas. Well, we're always around that 2-hour mark, so we'll put a bow tie on this one. So, any last thoughts?
Yeah, if you could make it on September the 6th to Kentucky Kingdom, come on out. They're only open from 11 to 4, but we're going to honor our word, and we're going to ride that thing from open, or at least I'm going to ride it from open to close. And I probably won't get 215 rides, which means I'll have to come back on Sunday the 7th and ride all day Sunday too. So it is what it is.
You still won't have enough rides.
Probably not. I'll probably have to come back for pumpkins, but whatever. But thank each and every one of you. When's Kings Island open again for the haunt? September 15th?
Something like that. I think it's the week of the 21st.
And I hear a rumor that we may or may not receive some invites for the Dorney RIP to the VIP. That's September the 19th.
So yeah, we may be there. Not sure. But would be a lot of fun. And yeah, so that brings us to the end of the episode unless Paul has anything. Go, Paul.
I know, I'm good. Gonna keep on driving my life away, searching for a better way. Oh, me.
Whoa, me. So no parks for anybody this weekend, right? Oh, we're going to, not this weekend, right? Oh, we're going to Kentucky Kingdom Saturday. I just said that.
Yep.
I'm going to this new park called Land of Lincoln. Pretty awesome. Y'all should check it out.
They should have Abraham Lincoln wrestling there.
Or Lincoln Long's building contest.
That would be dope.
If
Yep.
anybody knows what a Lincoln Log is, because half of our audience probably has no idea.
I had them when I was growing up. My brother used to chew on them.
Bro, you were so poor you didn't even have Lincoln Logs. You just had a bunch of sticks your mom found out in the driveway.
Bro, we were so poor, we would go to McDonald's once a year and just be like, oh, that was good. All right, y'all. We'll leave the lamp on for you. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
Bye. And with that, you are all clear and out of here. We will see you next time on the ERT Podcast. For all ERT Podcast news and updates, please check us out on X, formerly known as Twitter, and check us out on YouTube. This has been a Coaster Conquest production.